I think we're live. Cool. Let me see if it pops up. Since I'm on my laptop, and I only got 16 gigs of RAM on this thing, so I'm going to bring it up on my phone to make sure it works. It could have a pretty big delay. Make sure we're not laggy or anything. Probably not the best quality, because... Oop. Make sure we can hear me. Can we hear? Yep, that's me. Alright. It's a little pixelaty. It could just be because I'm going off my phone, which sometimes that happens, so. Doesn't look too bad though. It looks watchable. Watchable, I'll give it that. Alright. And now we just kind of, oh gosh. Now we just kind of wait, because I don't really have gotta wait for some people to come and chat. There's Silas. We're in a different setup. Isn't it great? Horrible timing. Sorry, I'm gonna try and stay live for a little bit. I don't know how long, but I'm a legend in Planko. Thank you so much. Airtime Studios. Hi, how's it going? Quality looks good. That's good. Again, the internet here is kind of spotty, so it's not the greatest, but I mean, it gets us by, but what does this button do? Oh, that just unclipped it. I'm trying to get it to where I can see chat better, but it's not wanting to cooperate. I can't move anything like it says I should. That's the furthest it goes down. But yeah, I brought my whole setup. I brought my mic, brought my webcam, my headset, everything. So everything is pretty good, but it's good to see you guys. We haven't done this in a while. All right. Wise Ice is live. We'll be back. All right, we'll be here. Sawyer's Aviation. Aviation. Hello. Coaster Gnome's in here too. Going great, by the way. Oh yeah, I still haven't watched that video. Did you post that? I kind of wanted to check it out because I was excited to see what you came up with that. Because you had like a little, wasn't it like a little promo, or I don't know if it was a commercial, but like a little promo. I really want to do that soon. When I get back, I really want to get Windleverse going really bad. I've been saying that for months, of course, but I'm gonna try and rally around the troops, get Fluffy in there, and honestly, if no one is able to help, I'm gonna try and get it done myself. Because I know it's hard to work around everyone's schedule to work on it, like with me and the other admins. Sometimes we're just, I'll admit it, we're lazy. But it's so close. It's so close to where we can at least do some alpha testing, I think, pretty soon. So at least I think so. I think the main thing is just trying to get the prices together. And I think what we need to do is just like get the prices together and try them out and see which ones work and see what we need to adjust, because it's hard to get a specific answer for 1977. And a good question could be like, will we include inflation and stuff like that, you know, because obviously that's going to change. I think we're just going to leave it the same for simplicity. So I don't think we want to make it as realistic and accurate as possible with the prices, but I don't think we need to do too crazy. But I don't want to get too far behind on chat, because this is all we're doing. I don't want to ignore chat on a chatting live stream. But yeah, so you said you're going on a hike. Nice. Oh, you're going to do Copperhead? Are you near Branson then? Like the Copperhead coaster? Or the Alpine coaster in Branson? At Shepherd of the Hills? It is right next to Shepherd of the Hills. It's going to premiere at 3. Oh, today. Okay, I might need to check that out then. If it's at 3 today, I definitely want to check that out. I'll try and be there. I don't have anything else today. We already did all our stuff today, so I'm free the rest of the day. So, Dad's just laying down and resting. That's all he's really been doing since his surgery. So, he's doing really, really good, and hopefully I'll be back home pretty soon. So, we just got we had a doctor's appointment to go to today. So, what's Windleverse? Exactly. Thanks for the membership, Fluffy. Appreciate it, man. Your sister is now tall enough to ride Outlaw Run the next time we go. She says she's excited to say hi to you, even though she hasn't watched a single video of yours. Oh, that's so sweet. I'm hoping to be back within a week, about a week or so. But Silas also coming in with a membership. Thank you so much for renewing those memberships. Really do appreciate it. You're with your dad near Branson. Nice. So proud of it. I'm excited to see it because I'm really excited with your Wendleverse Park Coaster Gnome. It's looking really, really good, and some of the updates you share on the Discord has been absolutely amazing. And I'm just excited. I'm just excited to launch it because I can't wait to see what people come up with. You know what I'm saying? And then like to be realistically going through the years and everything, I'm kind of excited to get to present day because then we can kind of slow down the pace a little bit. The start is going to be a little hectic because a year is only going to be like two or 3 months or so in a Planet Coaster year, and then once we get to present day, we're going to go to real time. That way we can kind of chill for a little bit because I think it's going to be really hectic at the beginning. Are you going to be able to take that time off when I come back out there? Remind me, Fluffy, when that is. Wasn't it June or July that you're coming out? Or was it April? It wasn't April, was it? Or May? Or I can't remember. I'm really bad at remembering things. Really bad. Switch to your computer. Nice. I'm glad that the stream's working out because I didn't know how well this is going to work because, again, I only have 16 gigabytes of RAM on this PC. On this laptop. That's the only thing that kind of holds it back. If it had 32 gigs, I could do everything on this PC because I got an RTX 3060 in it and everything. So it could definitely do some stuff. I just don't know how much it can do. I don't know if I could stream games very well or not. Mid to late June. Okay. Once you give me those exact days, man, I'll see what I can do. Because I'd love to hang out with you either at the park and something. Maybe we can do another stream, wink wink. Just make sure you get healthy, man. I've heard you've been because didn't you like mess up your ankle or something? You hurt your ankle or something? You've been sick or something? I'm not entirely sure. It sounded like you were falling apart and having a rough time. Finished my Planko Pirate area recently. I'm proud of it. Sweet. Pirate areas are always fun. I think they're one of the easier themes to do in Planet Coaster based on kind of the scenery and theming they supply us with. So maybe Dollywood mid to late June. Y'all better not do a 24-hour live stream then. I need to get back to Dollywood. It's been a few years since I've been. When does Big Bear Mountain open? I'm sure it's probably not open yet. Otherwise I would have been seeing it everywhere on everything. It's probably going to be closer to summer if I imagine. Maybe sometime in May, June. I have the same RAM, but it works fine. Yeah, you can stream with 16 gigabytes of RAM. I think it's just a lot better if you have 32. Like, 16's the bare minimum. You just can't do a whole lot at once, I'd imagine. So you can still stream. I was just wondering because I don't know if that would hold me back or the fact that the internet here is a little bit spotty, so... Like, sometimes this internet here works really well when it wants to, but then sometimes it won't load web pages and stuff. Hey, welcome back, Coaster Gnome. That wasn't too long. Memorial Day weekend is the official... I figured it would be Memorial Day weekend. That seems like what they always shoot for. Because I definitely... Next time I go out there, I'll definitely have to check out Big Bear Mountain. I'm sure it's awesome for a family coaster. What's going to be the next big coaster at Dollywood? What do you guys think? I think it might be something a little more on the thrilling side at this point, because they got multiple family coasters now, so I feel like it's time for them to go a little bit more thrilling. I know a lot of people were upset that this new coaster, Big Bear Mountain, wasn't a thrill coaster, but I'm like, it's going in Wildwood Grove. What did you expect? That's a family area, so... Going to ride your 100th coaster? Sweet. My 100th coaster was Montu at Busch Gardens Williamsburg. Tampa, sorry. I don't know why I said Williamsburg. I've never been to Busch Gardens Williamsburg. Busch Gardens Tampa. I'm stupid. Eric, what's up, man? Oh, I'm so happy to see you in the chat. I love you, man. When are you going to be back? Or when are you going to be at SDC? I said early April, I think. I want to I'd love to be there when you get there, because I'm currently not there right now. I'll be I'll be back somewhere around the 5th or so, April 5th, and I'll be back in there. I might be retiring from riding coasters soon. No! Don't retire from... Is that a thing? Retiring from riding coasters? I feel like I'm going to be riding them until I'm in my hundreds, to be honest. Got the best drink. Dr. Pepper and cream. Does anyone ride to happiness? It's your current favorite. I wish, if it wasn't so far away, man, I would be on that thing so fast. I've ridden obviously the other extreme spinning coaster with Time Traveler, but I've heard Ride to Happiness is a lot crazier and a lot better. So I would love to maybe someday travel out there, and I wish they would build more, to be honest. The only time I've been outside the U.S., I went to Canada one time on a trip. You don't know yet, but in the next couple of weeks. Nice. So I should probably be back before you get there. That'll be great. Can't wait to see you back there, Eric. I'm working on rolling my R's. See? That was pretty good, right? 78 and visiting 4 to 5 parks in July. Nice. How many viewers do we have? 8? Seems like quite a bit. I was like, the chat's pretty booming. My goal is to be riding coasters until basically until you're dead. Yeah, I want to be that grandpa you see getting on all the rides. Same here. Eric's laughing at me for how I roll my R's. What's up, Lauren? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. They removed the spinning control from Ride to Happiness that Time Traveler does. Yeah, I know they don't have the brakes on there, but I'm going to be totally honest. I don't think Time Traveler's brakes on the spinning actually really kick in very often, because I have gotten a few, like, there's been 2 rides that I can remember that were just absolutely crazy on Time Traveler, and like we spun a ton. Like, we got like 3 full rotations in the loop alone, and it was absolutely insane. And no brake, unless the brakes just weren't working that day. But like, I had ridden it hundreds of times, and I only got 2 rides that were that crazy. And I think the layout just doesn't make it spin that much overall. So like, I think it's more of the layout than anything that doesn't make it too crazy. I'm sure the brakes do work, but like, I've had some crazy rides on Time Traveler where I would have put it in front of Outlaw if it was consistently that way. Like, there was one ride that was so crazy. We were spinning forever on the brake run still. Like, we were still spinning a ton. And it was the craziest ride ever. It took me like over 300 rides to get to that point before I finally got a ride like that. And at that one ride, I said, put it over Outlaw Run for me. But Outlaw's still above Time Traveler, big time, because if it doesn't consistently run like that. So, but that one ride, it was my favorite ride in the park. That one ride at that time. But yeah. Maybe the brake wasn't working on that ride. I don't know. Maybe that was the thing. I'm not sure, but I don't think they kick in very much, honestly. If everything goes to plan, I'm going to even on the most absurd coaster trip ever. I've always wanted to do an absurd coaster trip where you just hit everything. But it just, I don't have the time, and working at a park myself, it's really hard to find a time to go to and visit other parks. Obviously I could request time off, but with our staffing issues, it just makes it hard to get time off to go visit other parks. Typically, I try to find a day where we're like a week or something where we're closed multiple days and another park's open. That's usually the best time I usually go, and typically I go on pretty slow times when that happens. So really want to visit all the parks in the U.S. before jumping over to Europe. Still have lots to go, and Epic Universe coming in 2 years. Oh, I can't wait for Epic Universe. I'm definitely going to go opening year. I have to go. I can't hold my excitement back, and I want to avoid spoilers on those rides and stuff. So I kind of want to get there. Even if it's busy, I kind of want to go. I mean, I don't mind waiting in lines for opening year for that park. I'm so excited. Islands of Adventure is my favorite park of all time. Just overall. I'm a big coaster enthusiast, but the theming, man, it's all the theming. Um, you got Hagrid's, you got Velocicoaster, Incredible Hulk's awesome. You got Spider-Man, you've got Reign of Kong's pretty good. All those dark rides and such are just incredible. And I'm a huge Spider-Man fan, so obviously I love the Spider-Man ride. If you're driving past town, you should have an hour or two. Love to get on in M. Rattler. Go to the Cliffs Amusement Park in. Gotcha. Got it. Yeah, I'm excited for Epic Universe, and that Dueling Mach launch coaster is incredible. I think it's rumored to be called Starfall Racers. They actually trademarked that name, so Islands of Adventure is a beautiful park. I agree. It is very beautiful. It's like, it seems like there was no inch of that park that's not themed, which is just insane to me. And I always have a great time when I go to Universal, and I always spend more time on Islands of Adventure than the Universal side. It's just so stacked on the Islands of Adventure. If I had one that I had to choose, I'm going Islands of Adventure, no question. I mean, Universal's got some good rides. It's got Rip Ride Rocket, which is okay. I like it more than the average coaster enthusiast. I don't think it's that bad. I think a lot of coaster enthusiasts just don't like the mid-course brake runs that it has. But it doesn't bother me too much. And then they got Rip Ride Rocket. That's the only big coaster they really have on the Universal side. And then Islands of Adventure is just stacked because they have 3 big coasters, in my opinion. I mean, Hagrid's is still a family coaster, but it's such a good ride, though. I was like, the theming and all the different elements it has is incredible. It doesn't have to be super thrilling and insane to be a great ride. I mean, just a theme park enthusiast. Same here. Like I said, like as much as I love roller coasters, my favorite park is Islands of Adventure, which isn't like stacked with roller coasters. I mean, it's got some of my favorite coasters in the world there. With 2 of those coasters are in my at least top 10. So like in that one, just in that alone, I don't think I have Hulk in top 10, but still so fun. Of course, I've only been on Hulk like a couple times. Every time I went, I always had a pretty solid line. I would rather wait in line for Velocicoaster or Hagrid. So Airtime Thrills put Rip Ride Rocket in his top 10. Really? I mean, I don't blame him for that. I mean, Airtime Thrills always had some interesting takes too. I mean, he's allowed to have his own opinion, but I always was a little upset when he said Outlaw Run is unbearably rough sometimes, and he even skipped it one time. I'm like, are you kidding me, man? Like, you don't skip Outlaw Run at Sodar City. It's not rough, man. I mean, it's not like steel coaster smooth, but it's not like rough like your typical wooden coasters. You know what I mean? You should do a stream where you play the Roblox Universal Studios. I've never really played Roblox before. Can't say I really have played it before. There's a very good Outlaw Run recreation in Roblox. I think I've seen that before. I'm pretty sure I've seen it before. Looks like the spike is actually happening. Yeah, I watched like his last video on it and everything. It looks like it is happening, but of course he thinks it's going to be 500 feet. It could be. I don't know. It is a very large footer that's going in. And I'm happy we're wrong. I was actually happy that it is getting something more than just an LSM launch. I just like I'm not afraid to say I was wrong about it or anything. I even said like I hope he is right, but I think his problem is that he was just getting everyone a little bit too hyped because like if it didn't happen, then everyone would be disappointed. Like, I don't mind crazy, ridiculous predictions. Just don't have it in the head that it is for sure happening. That was my only thing. But at least the spike. I don't think it's going to get an extended layout. I think they'll just have the spike and like a swing launch, but I don't think it's going to have any more after the regular top hat. Pop, really. I think that would cost too much. I think the spike will be it. Now, will it have a spiral spike or a straight spike? That's a good question. I think it would be cool to have a straight spike and then go beyond 90 slightly at the top. That would be freaky. Could you imagine going backwards up that spike, and then if you're in the back row, you start to slightly go upside down a little bit? That'd be cool. I'd almost say that'd be kind of cooler than a spiral spike, but I know a lot of people think the spiral spike would be a good homage to Wicked Twister. J-Trains, you're at school? Well, make sure you're studying, man. Don't... Stay in school, kids. If he was wrong, I would have been outraged. I wouldn't have been outraged, but I would just be like, you got everyone's hopes up, man. Check a chat above. Did I miss your message? Oh, I did miss a couple messages, didn't I? Fluffy said, Joe, get on Sea of Thieves. Oh, man, I would have to download it first, and the internet here is slow at downloading stuff. Well, I guess I do have it on... I think I might have it installed on Xbox, so there could be a way to play there. I actually think I would just have to play through my Xbox. I wouldn't be able to chat, though, because I don't have a microphone on my Xbox with me. When you said Airtime Thrills, I thought... no way. Oh, you thought he was in chat. Not the smoothest RMC, but smoother than other wooden coasters. Yeah, if we're talking about Outlaw Run, yeah, it's definitely not the smoothest RMC, for sure. I mean... There's not very many topper track RMCs out there, so like obviously they're going to be not as smooth as the steel coasters. They're going to be a little bit rougher. I mean, I don't even want to call it rough. I would just say it's a little more out of control feeling. You're doing homework? Well, I hope you're getting your homework done. Don't play Sea of Thieves. I'll play a Sea of Thieves when you're not available. That's when I'll play it. No, I'm just kidding. I was like, we probably could play something, or I probably could stream something here, besides just me chatting, but I just figured this would be my first test chat, and I kind of have a free day tomorrow. I'm not really doing anything tomorrow, so maybe we can play a game tomorrow, or play some Planet Coaster and see if I can stream it or not, potentially. I just can't have too much going on at once, so I'm sure I could handle OBS and Planet Coaster at the same time. It's so weird not having multiple monitors. I'm used to having multiple monitors, and now I'm stuck with just one right now on my laptop, so... Jackbox. Jackbox. Feels more out of control. Yeah, that's the thing about wood coasters. They're supposed to feel like that. They're not supposed to be glossy smooth. Like, that's the point of them. I will say, Ghost Rider is the smoothest wooden coaster I've ever been on. Maybe I just rode it on a good day, but I couldn't believe how smooth Ghost Rider was when I rode it when I was at Knott's. I only got one ride on it because the line just got out of hand. But it was a really good ride. It was the first ride we rode that day, too, and I still had to wait in a solid line, even though we got there like just barely after opening. But we weren't like the first ones there, so we had to wait a little bit. Hey, EJ, what's up? How's the trip? Sorry, I'm getting behind on chat. I'm not ignoring. I'm not trying to ignore. If I miss your message, just let me know. How's the trip? I mean, it's gone really well so far. I mean, very boring. Very boring. There's not much to do in here in Kansas. Actually, while we were out running errands, I saw a bowling alley. That was the most exciting thing I've seen here. And then we went to Walmart, which is the other most exciting thing here. Jackbox. Jackbox could be fun. We might be... I don't know if someone might have to host, because I have Jackbox on PlayStation, and I don't have my PlayStation with me. So, unless I was to buy it on Steam, which I'm not in the best financial situation to make that financial decision right now. How's Wondleverse going? We talked about it a little bit. We haven't really worked on it. Oh gosh, I lost where I was in chat. Sorry, I'm getting behind. Where's that message that I was just at? Oh, I messed this up. Okay, imagine if they're just making a triangle-shaped shop. That would be funny. Technically at school, because... Where was I at on chat? There's EJ. was asking how Windleverse was going. There, I found where I'm at. Okay. It's not going great, but I mean, we're close to doing some testing. I'll just say it. We've been a little lazy and just haven't worked around our own schedules to work on it. When I get back, I'm thinking about if Fluffy or Carowinds Girl can help me, or anybody that's there can help me. That's fine. But I'm thinking about getting at least some alpha testing going, and at least test out some stuff real quick, and then that way we can get closer into launching, see what we need to change. Just get some prices thrown together for some rides. I think that's the biggest thing that's holding us back right now is just trying to figure out pricing. And I think we're overthinking it a little bit too much because we want it to be as realistic as possible, but it's really hard to find prices for rides that were back in 1977, like just that are accurate and also kind of like reliable sources. It's kind of hard. So I think we might just try and do some, even if it's slightly off, that's fine. Again, we're not probably going to really worry about inflation.